emission.net.
Hello again and welcome to Letter from England, broadcasting for AC Press and the Spanish Evangelical Alliance. My name is Jonathan Dawson. Marín, average-sized town in northwest Spain, was one of the places that gave the best reception to early Christian missionaries in the 19th century when they brought the gospel to Spain. And Marín Council has now recognized the ministry of the town's Evangelical Church over the past 125 years by naming a street in honor of one of the founding workers, an English missionary, Edward Turrall, who spent many years there. Turrall was born into a comfortably off family in 1867 and had a life-changing conversion at the age of 15. With the support of his family and the backing of his home church in England, he set off for Spain as a Protestant missionary. After spending some time in Madrid, he left for the northwest, founding a church in Vigo, and 3 years later, he married another English missionary, Adelaida Gilles, and began a great work of preaching and evangelism in the town of Monforte de Lemos, where he faced severe opposition as well. In 1897, they moved back to Vigo, and in 1900 covered for the pastor of Marín Evangelical Church, Cecil Hoyle, while he was away. Then, 7 years later, in 1907, at the age of 40, Turrall himself became pastor of the church at Marín, and he continued working in the region until his death in 1953. His wife passed away 9 years later, in 1962. The current pastor of the church, Julio Torres, told a local newspaper that in his youth, Turrall had been one of his heroes of the faith. He says, people had good memories of Turrall and his example of self-sacrifice, someone who saw beyond his own surroundings. He didn't just look after Marín, but other parts of Galicia as well. Torres added that Turrall was also exemplary in the constancy of his Christian faith, because they survived monarchies, republics, dictatorships, exile, etc. Turrall was loved not just by the evangelical congregation, but also in the town as an example to all. He made a great contribution to Spanish evangelical hymnody and poetry as well. And he lived through a period when many Spaniards emigrated, and one of his most interesting contributions was that he drew up a survival manual in which he explained what they should do as immigrants to survive when they emigrated to other countries. He adapted it according to the country to which the people concerned were emigrating, and included notes about the currency and the customs of that country in an effort to make their integration all the smoother. Well, a worthy addition to Marín, then, is Edward Turrall Street. Thank you for listening to Letter from England. Goodbye for now.
emission.net